What's up, y'all? Back at it again with another video. This time we are talking about the 2nd gen starter, Meganium. How does this thing fare, and why do I say, in my humble opinion, it's one of the coolest Pokemon to ever exist in Radical Red? Well, let's find out. Before I get ahead of myself, we have to go back to Vanilla Meganium. We have to see its humble beginnings, and let me tell you, its beginnings are truly humbling. Let's check out the Smogon article about its competitive scene in Sun and Moon, its most recent outing. Here we got some points. It has useless abilities, mediocre move pool, 2 passive, and bulk that is lacking. I agree. Usually I'm a big fan of the grass type starters, but this time, it just ain't it, chief. So how did this unimpressive, one of the many grass reptilian starters, go from its noob status to legendary status in Radical Red? Well, first point, Meganium's useless ability, and it's right, Overgrow, Leaf Guard, not that impressive. So let's give it a useful ability, Triage. If you don't know Triage is a signature ability of Comfy. But move over, Comfy, it's now the signature ability of Radical Red Meganium. Triage is the ability that allows healing moves to have priority. So moves like Synthesis, Mega Drain, Heal Pulse, Rest, and the powerful Giga Drain all have speed priority of 3, which means faster than extreme speed, and the only thing outspeeding it is moves that protect, like Protect and Detect. Well, that's great and all, but when your moveset is lacking, making it a little speedy is not going to help it none. So looks like we're going to need to up Meganium's toolkit. And for a little bit of pixie dust, we got that. Meganium now has the added fairy typing. Sure, Meganium doesn't like poison all too much anymore, and Steel's gonna hurt it quite a bit, but the strengths that it gets greatly outweighs the weaknesses. From TM and Move Tutor, we get the moves Play Rough and Dazzling Gleam, which are some powerful fairy type moves, perfect for Meganium's new fairy type typing. But the greatest additions to Meganium's toolkit were the egg move Strength Sap and the level up move Draining Kiss. Strength Sap lowers a foe's attack to restore HP, a great way to boost up that lacking bulk. And Draining Kiss, though only has 50 base power, 75 after stab, it still strikes hard, especially if the foe is weak to it. Unfortunately, there was one last nerf that Meganium got. In version 2.1, Strength Sap was taken away from its egg pool because it was just too powerful in Meganium. So, does Meganium deserve its place in the spotlight? Does it deserve all of the hype I gave it in the beginning? Well, you're able to get Chikorita pretty early on. Sure, you have to try forever to get one single Chikorita egg from that one guy. But after you get that, you're able to evolve it to Meganium pretty dang fast, and after being Erica, you have its entire moveset at its grasp. And it just kills everything. To put it in perspective, Meganium's going to be useful against every single important battle. And for the Elite Four, it takes on not 1, 2, but 3 of the 4 members of the Elite Four. It's good against Lorelei, depending on which team you fight, Bruno, and Lance. And sure, there's the occasional Steel and Poison type every now and again, but you can also just put Earthquake on your Meganium, so its weaknesses are decently covered. And not because it has a type advantage against most of the Elite Four members is why it's going to get the rating that it gets. It's because it's useful across a wide variety of the game is the reason why it gets the rating that it's going to get. So in summary, what are we going to give to Meganium? Well, I am proud to say for the first time ever we have our first 5 out of 5. Meganium is the perfect example of taking a pretty weak and loser Pokemon into something incredible and fun to use. Am I a little biased? I mean, sure, I only use Meganium literally every single time I get to the endgame of Radical Red, but I think it's well deserved. But of course, if you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.